Okay.
Hey, we're trying to raise money for a GoFundMe. I'll post the link down in the description. Our dad died. There was no insurance money. And people said, well, it was a good eulogy. Maybe you should read the eulogy. So we're going to post. This is a part of the eulogy. This is not the whole thing, but we're going to post it. Thank you all for coming today to support our family in our sadness and grief. It is said that some men are simply good, but that other men are very great. Patience is a virtue, we're told, and Dad was extremely patient. I know he was very patient with me. He and I were very different. Some men would not have cared about that difference and would have insisted that their son, their firstborn, be exactly like them. But not my dad. Dad was a very brave man. He faced many challenges in his emotions, in his finances, and in his health. One of the things I'm afraid of are hitchhikers. But Dad never looked at a hitchhiker and first saw a person who might be dangerous. He looked at the hitchhiker and the first thing he saw was that somebody needed help. He never would pass by somebody on the roadside without checking on them at the very least. Dad was funny. He was constantly telling jokes because he liked for people to laugh and be happy. I was asking Christina about one of his favorite jokes. She reminded me about the one where you would say, you'd tell him your foot's asleep, and he would say, well, better put an alarm clock in your shoe then. And sometimes you'd roll your eyes because they were dad jokes. But more often than not, you'd wind up out of breath from laughing so hard. Dad was different. In a time when all little boys were expected to be tough, Dad was compassionate. He told me the story when he was young of when he went squirrel hunting for the first time and he accidentally shot a nest and killed a baby squirrel. So after that, when most people would have just laughed it off, he made himself a promise that he would never hunt squirrels again, and he never did for the rest of his life. So with this deed, he showed me that it was good for a man to care. Dad loved many animals and was always truly a gentle giant around them. And more than animals though, Dad loved us, his family. And Dad loved God. Sometimes you would just find him talking to strangers, people he had never met before. And more often than not, Daddy would find a way to bring Jesus into those conversations. In his obvious and caring ways, Daddy loved everyone. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verses 4 through 8 tell us that love is patient, love is kind, does not envy, does not boast, is not proud, is not rude, is not self-serving, is not given to anger. It keeps no records of wrongs and does not delight in evil, is not given to anger, rejoices with the truth. It protects, it trusts, it hopes, it perseveres, and ultimately love never fails. It would be hard pressed to find a better description of our dad than that. So indeed, some men are simply good, and some men are very great. But Dad was very great, because first and foremost, he was simply good. Thank you. And we appreciate anybody that even just thinks and prays about it too, but we appreciate the donations a lot. Thank you.